What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Vivid Clan YouTube channel. Today we're back with F1 2020 My Team Part 2, and as you can see, we're going to be heading to Australia, the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit. And obviously in the last video we created Vivid Clan Racing. You can see the car there in the background. We're Spec 1 on that. We don't really have money upgrades, it's just RMD stuff we've got upgraded. But I did, in fact, change up the look of my character. As you can see, it's different now. My face, I don't have the big beard. And also, like, the helmet, I've matched the colors so that they actually fit the car color. And I don't know if I showed you guys the suit before. So this is what everything looks like. You got the helmet there. You got the full driver's suit that me and Louis will be wearing. Same with the gloves. And that's my character pose. This is the podium emote. If I ever get podium, and that probably won't be for a while. So, yep, there's that. And let's head right into the race weekend. And just to show you guys quickly before we go into practice, which I'll show you kind of what the practice is like. This is what the settings I'm on. So I'm on full practice. And practice lengths, I'm going 30, 30, and 30 minutes. Qualifying, there is like the Q1, Q2, and Q3 where you have to get through different rounds. But I'm just going to go with the one shot. It's short, sweet, not doing formation lap, 25% race distance, which is anywhere from, like, depending on the track size, like 11 to 19 laps or something. AI difficulties on 70. We'll probably adjust it throughout the season, but yes. So as we load in, this is what it looks like when you go into practice. So this is what it looks like when you load into practice, qualifying, or the race. So here is that. You can see all the different practices, qualifying, the race, which looks like it's going to be 15 laps. But here's the messages. Morning, everybody. I've attached the preview for this weekend's Grand Prix. If you have any questions, come see me in the data center, Carl. So as you can see, it shows, like, obviously those driver standings and constructor standings are not up to date. You know, it's the first race. Nobody has points yet. But there's the circuit. Also, the weather forecast qualifying. Looks like it's going to be a little bit overcast, but dry. Race is going to be completely sunny, obviously dry. So that's a good thing. But in here, we don't have a rivalry yet. That will be upcoming. We see, like, our whole entire details and stuff. R&D tree, we have 15 resource points, you can see in the top right. This is gearbox and stuff. There's a bunch of different things here, power unit stuff, that once they wear out, you have to fit a different component. Same with the gearbox. Tire allocation is like what type of tire. The softs have more grip, but they run out of grip and, like, they fall apart faster. The mediums, that middle ground, they have a decent amount of grip, but they last a little bit longer. In the hards, they don't have much grip at first, but then they last a lot longer, and the grip obviously sinks in faster. So that's kind of how that works. So I'm gonna head into practice 1 here, and we'll see you there. So this is what it's like when you start loading in. I'm gonna skip through this here.
Hey boss, this is Jeff. Just wanted to say thanks for trusting me as your race engineer. I won't let you down. The car is ready to go, but it's brand new, of course, so there may be a few issues here and there. We'll be keeping a close eye on all the data.
So yes, this is what it looks like in the garage. Session info. There's a bunch of different things you can do here to earn resource points, which I'm going to do. I'm not going to show you guys because that's so boring and I hate doing them. And I usually actually just skip them. But I'm going to do them here so I can get the resource points. Because you can get, like, basically close to, like, 600 or 700 resource points from this. And that's huge. So I'm gonna do that and just see what we can get done. So here we are in qualifying, and it's looking to be a little sunny, little overcast, little bit of everything, I guess. So we're going to head to the track for one shot qualifying. Here we go. All the practice I just put in, all the resource points, none of it matters now. Well, I mean, the practice does. You can look at the top left to see what place we are currently sitting in. And it's not looking good right off the bat. A P19. And there are 22 cars in the race, by the way, so not looking like a good start for us. Okay, we gained a lot through that. Jump to P9. I took it way too wide through there, but that's fine, I guess. Bottas in the lead. A little bit of a corner cut there. They're not going to say anything about it. P8. Jump Frog to P7. Hamilton now takes the lead. Both Mercedes up there fighting. Oh, I took that a little wide. Had to get out of the gas. That's going to slow us down a little bit. We drop back to P8 as Hamilton just absolutely dominating here in Australia. P8 again. Coming around. At the one-shot qualifying. P7. Where are we going to land? And guys, I probably will up difficulty throughout each qualifying depending on how we do. And we get a little wide. P8. Coming down the stretch, it's gonna be P8 in Australia for the Australian Grand Prix. Not a bad session. I will definitely take a P8.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Louis Delatraz qualifies P21. So I'm going to advance and we'll see you when we get to the Australian GP.
It's finally time once again to begin what promises to be another thrilling season of Formula One action. Pre-season times, subject of so much discussion in recent weeks, mean nothing now, as the cars line up to battle it out for points once again. So let's get this season underway. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th? It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, the owner-driver, Perez and Lando Norris, Sainz, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Raikkonen, Magnussen, Gasly, Romain Grosjean and Daniel Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Russell, Delatraz and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparation...
So that's the starting grid. And here we get ready to go for the Australian Grand Prix. So here is the beautiful car. Some of the guys around us helping out. And so the strategy today looks like a one-stop, obviously, going from softs, which are the red, to mediums, which are the yellow, the hards are white. We're selecting the stop strategy, but fuel mix, I'm going to give us 17.4 laps of fuel for 15 laps. That's pretty good. And here we go. 5 lights, and then it's going to be lights out for Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and here we go. As a good start from us as we're going to find our way through the center of the pack as we're going to drop out early. And oh, Albon and Leclerc touch. A good, decent start for us as we still hanging on to P8 as Ricciardo pulls ahead of us. A pretty decent start for us. It was a great start from behind us from Perez, and there's a yellow flag behind us. I don't know who it was, if it was something mini, if it was something major, I don't know. But a good start from us. Well, actually not really though, we're still holding on to P8 for 15 laps. We backed out of that first corner pretty early because I wasn't trying to break my wing off. Let's take a look at this restart here as it was 5 lights and away we go in the Australian Grand Prix. As all the smoke coming off the tires down the front stretch, you can see me go to the middle. On the back, you can see the 2 racing points go head to head as they go through the first corner. And down into the chicane as Bottas led through there. So let's take another look at it from our view here in the Pacifico Vivid Clan racing car. As we got a good start off rip. And you can see the Red Bull there I think of Alex Albon tried to go, and we got out of the corner early, and then Alex Albon and Charles Leclerc touched. And it was a good start from us, but away went everybody else, and then we got a little wide there, and it didn't help any. So for Albon, this is the start that he had. You can see he got a very good start, as you see us going to come up here next to him out of his mirror. There we are as he sends it into the corner, and him and Leclerc touch, and then Leclerc is able to get away. Pretty good. Good job by him. And here is Valtteri Bottas, his view of the Grand Prix, and it was just an easy start for him. Down to the first corner, you can see all the action behind him. Yep, and then he just takes it perfect, and he is absolutely gone. There is no way anybody catches him. We're chasing Ricciardo, who's got Albon in front of him. We get into the grass a little bit. This car definitely not great with handling, as we lose a lot of time there, and I get into the grass. And Perez is going to go around us. So that was not good. I lost a little bit of control as we're going to dive to the inside, and I get into the grass. And it's not a good start for us here in the Australian Grand Prix. As we drop to 9th, so we drop a spot on the first lap. Valtteri Bottas sets the fastest lap. We could have a run here on Perez. Rich makes an ERS on. Is he going to protect the inside? No, he's not. We're going to chicane, and we hit. Part of my wing comes off, and I dive to the inside of him.
It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
And when we pit for our tires, they might just replace the wing and completely slow us down in our first Grand Prix. As we get way too wide coming out of that corner. And yeah, the wing just keeps you stable and makes it a lot easier to turn. And that is not happening right now. As Sainz goes barrel rolling in between Ocon and myself. I can't really tell who's going to stay ahead in that one. But a rough start early on. We break our wing. And yeah, so traction's not going to be good. We're not going to be able to turn as easy. I have to try to stay on course though. As again we get wide and about lose it going through there, so I'm going to have to make sure I let off a little bit going through that part. As we are losing time on Perez in the Vivid Clan racing car, as we really had to get out of it there. And yes, we are 2 seconds behind, but Sainz is now only a second behind.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Hopefully we can catch back up to Perez, because we had him and then he just decided to come back down and try to block us. I guess, which kind of is illegal to make that last second decision. You got to make your decision before everything happens, because he probably just ruined the car for us, and you know, when we go to pit and replace our tires, it's going to replace our wing as well. So that's not a good thing. So I had to get off the gas there a little bit because I learned from my past mistakes. ERS, we're actually running out of it, so yeah, we really are slow through there, and I can't do anything about it because the wing is just completely broken, and now Sainz is catching us because of the bad first little chicane through there. Yeah, this is going to be bad for us. Not that much farther into the lap. He's going to have DRS on us too. He might go for a move. I'm going to try to protect the inside here.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
See, like, the car just doesn't hold through there, and I can't keep the speed going. Yeah, he's going to get us here. He's going to have DRS. He's going to get us. I don't have anything to stop him with either. He backs out of it there, but he does still stick with it. Got to give him the space. Yeah, we just get way too wide. My car isn't good enough. Yeah, at least.
Some information on Ocon. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh, Esteban Ocon some kind of mechanical problem, so possibly that's why he's fallen out of the top 10 now. So that's doesn't really concern us, except for maybe if we do take a long time to pit because our wing is messed up, that maybe we won't be the guy in last because he could DNF. So they're not.
In this lap.
We are gonna pit this lap. As I really mess up the entrance to that corner as we're pitting this lap. But I was just gonna say we're kind of in the sandwich between Perez, who was like 4 seconds ahead, and Sainz, who we were like 1.5 seconds ahead of him. But I just messed up that corner on our in lap, and now he's brought it back within 8/10 basically. So yeah, it's not good. We're pitting this lap, so we're really gonna try to push to create a gap between everybody. And they said really no. Oh, Roman Grosjean out of the session. I have no clue what happened to him. He wasn't. It was Ocon, I believe, who they said had engine problems. It was not Roman Grosjean, so I wonder what happened to him. I have no clue, honestly. And I hit the wall again and then majorly cut the corner, but they literally don't call it. So I don't know what's up with the stewards today. That's what those guys are called. They just really haven't been calling any of the stupid moves that I've been making. But now you guys get to see the first ever, unless you've watched other people play F1 or you watch it in real life, you get to see the first ever F1 pit stop, for sure, you know, on this channel. So here we go. Drive into the pits, brake, get in here, put it on lean mix, slam on it, and then slam on the brakes, get down to the right speed, and we're chilling. As Sainz will pit with us, but you'll be able to see here if one of the dudes has a wing in his hand, and he does. They're replacing the wing, so the tires are off, wing is coming on. We probably won't get out in front of Sainz, and oh, we will! We get out in front of Sainz, just barely.
That was our last stop. No more
We barely get ahead of Carlos Sainz with the new wing. So what a lucky thing there, and now we won't be losing so hard because of the fact.
Really good. You're managing it well.
Because of the fact that our wing was bad, we were losing so much time on him. But now, even though we replaced the wing, you know, now we will be able to. We're still ahead of him somehow. So a great pit stop, considering the fact that, like I said, we literally replaced our wing, and we still got out in front of him. So that is pretty lucky for us in that situation. So yes, that is very good, but I don't think Perez in front of us, he's probably already pitted and he's 9 seconds ahead now, so that's a GG there. So who's all going to pit here? Who all are we going to get ahead of? Ocon had the issues. There's a lot of guys exiting here. Yellow flag in the sector ahead of us. Stroll's right here. Can we get around him? We won't yet.
Green flag.
I don't know what the yellow flag was about. We gotta try to keep up with Stroll. And Norris actually got out ahead of Sainz, and he was behind Sainz, unless he hasn't pit yet. I don't really know. Really need to catch up to Stroll here. We sent that in a little too hard. I don't want to break my wing again, though. That's the only thing, is I gotta be careful with that. Try to use everything we can to catch up to him.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead.
Oh yeah, so if they got mediums on, they've probably pit. So, and we hit the wall a little bit. That's always great to know, I guess. We're gonna have DRS on him. That's great. Try to use a little bit here. Maybe send it into the corner. No, that's not gonna happen. On Stroll, I could have really pushed when he came out, but I did not. I didn't think it. I thought maybe we were gonna run into him a little bit, and I did not want that to happen. As you know, we've already ran into his teammates, so. And yes, we will have DRS on him, and he messed up a little bit. He got into the grass. He's gonna try to block that inside. It doesn't matter. We go straight past him with everything on.
Nice move. Good job.
And move back into the points. It's only 1 point in 10th, but yes. And we got DRS. We had the detection point. we were behind him at the detection point, so we were able to get the DRS through there. It was a small amount, but it draws us just that much closer to Norris, who obviously had nothing, because he's 7 seconds or like 5 seconds behind Leclerc. So guys, just a little update here. We are 3.5 seconds ahead of Stroll, but we're only 1.3 behind Norris here with 3 laps to go. We've been doing as best as we can, trying to catch up to him. Just try to maybe get that P9 from him. Don't know if it'll happen, but I'll see what I can do to see maybe so if I can catch up to him and get DRS. So here we go, guys. We're going to have DRS on him. We're going to turn everything on. See how close we can get to Norris here. Not very, though. I don't know. Maybe too little, too late. We'll have to see. We're 6/10 now. We're going to have DRS through here, too. Can we make a move on him? We'll have to maybe come on one of the last laps of the Grand Prix. Not going to happen. I don't want to ruin the car, so let's not send it. Then 2R, we're going to have DRS through here, too. It's not a great DRS zone anyways. I'm not going to push everything I've got through there. We get really close to him. Not as close as we possibly could be, but very close to Norris. As he's getting ready, because here we come. ERS. It's not going to be enough as of right now. I get out of the gas early so we don't ram him hard. We got everything turned on. I'm going to turn on Rich Mix. Try to keep up with him a little bit. It's back to 5/10 or half a second. Oh! I don't want to break the car completely in our first race. See what we can do through here. One of our best sections. We're obviously going to get DRS again. Rich Mix DRS is 6/10. It's getting interesting coming to the final lap. We're on him. It's going to be close. It's going to be who can run the final sector or the final lap of the race better. And honestly, he's an AI, but you know, we do have DRS here. And if we make the move, he's going to get DRS in the next part of the track. So here we go. It's 4/10. I don't know if we quite got it.
Final lap of the race.
Oh, we took it too wide, and there it's going to go. He's gone now. That's it. We got DRS, but it's over. It's the final lap, and we choked it. We had him right there, and I just did not brake early enough and took the corner way too wide. That's going to be it. There's no more chance. There's not even going to be one more chance of it.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
We brought it back to a second. It's just not enough on Lando. So there it is. We're going to bring home a solid P10 in our first race with Vivid Clan Racing. I will take that in the second episode of this season.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
A solid P10 in the Australian Grand Prix. I will take that for a good race. Alex Albon, driver of the day.
Another superb Australian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the result...
Race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. After an incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton secures the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It's an interesting one today. On balance, I think I have to call out Alexander Albon. A really solid drive from him today, and one that he and his team should be proud of. But there's a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving. I know that's at odds with the official decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes move to the top of the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
So that's how the first race ends, with Hamilton, Bottas, and Vettel, your top three. And you can see the points. First place gets 25. Second place actually gets 18, but fastest lap gives you 1 point. So Valtteri got 19, then 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1 for us. Where did Louis finish? 19th. He actually jumped a couple spots, but also Roman Grosjean got DNF'd. So not a horrible day for us. And in the standings, we sit P10, obviously, the way the points are. Constructor standings, we sit 7th. Mercedes 44. They got the max points they possibly could, with the win, the second place, and the fastest lap. So yes, I will see you back at HQ to end the video.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There's no secrets about having a great team and car.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Not sure what happened, to be honest. Don't want to bash any of my guys.
Appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time. So, Team Acclaim, we are midway through level 2. We are only a level 1 driver as of right now, but that's fine. It's early on anyways. Yeah, so we broke the wing, so we're losing 40k, but, we made a little bit of money. Only 1.4 mil. That's kind of sad. That's from sponsors and stuff, though. So, weekly resources and stuff. And it looks like we only have 2 days, but that'll be in the next video when we do that. Yeah, so I'm sorry, but I'm going to make you guys wait to pick for when I pick the secondary sponsor. And there's the way the standings look. And I just want to say thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for episode 3. Peace out.